Imagine traveling back to the 1400s. No gleaming glass buildings, no running taps, just a vast plain and towering stone walls, shrouded in morning mist. These colossal fortifications showcase one of history's most sophisticated defense systems. Their sole purpose: keep the enemy out. And boy, did they look intimidating. At the sight of those walls, entire armies would hesitate. So how did they work? Don't think luxury spa. This is the realm of walls, water, and scalding pitch, nature's first barrier. Storming a castle isn't like strolling down a cobbled street. Steep slopes feel like dragging armor uphill. The first line of defense: moats and water channels. Picture a black quagmire swirling around your ankles while your horse's hooves sink. These trenches, some fed by gravity, others by primitive lift systems, could be as vast as kettles. When a siege tower mired in mud stalls, the commander's grin says it all. Then the fog rolls in, and the castle's silhouette becomes ghostly. Defenders slip behind that veil. Hidden arrow slits, secret mangonel ramps. Attackers lost in the mist suddenly face volleys of arrows, choking smoke and bursts of boiling pitch. Uncertain what awaits beyond the unseen wall, they pause, and hesitating is fatal to morale. The stone passive shield. Think this 6-meter thick wall is a spa? Think again. Its outer face looks like twin monoliths, but inside lies a 1.5-meter core packed with rubble, like a giant cushion that soaks up battering ram blows and prolongs the stone's life. Picture the base as a castle-sized slide. Siege towers' wheels skid helplessly, each foot of backward roll sparking cheers from defenders. Every slip drains attacker morale until they contemplate retreat. And that's just the first layer. Think you've breached one wall? Surprise! A second and third await. Concentric rings that make you wonder, is there an end? It's like unlocking secret levels in a game you thought was over. The stone faces aren't flat either. Protrusions and recesses scatter impact energy, turning deadly projectiles into harmless rubble. Archers hidden in those gaps can fire up, down, or sideways, targeting even the smallest weak spot. Atop the fortress stretches a narrow, protected wall walkway, sewer corridors, where hidden floor hatches swing open, pouring scalding pitch from overhead cauldrons. One wrong step and attackers find themselves in a fiery surprise maze. Trap-Laden Gatehouse. Entering the gatehouse is like buying a ticket to a death ride. You squeeze through a cramped passage, perfect for crossfire from archers above, and mangonel shots mashed into the aisles. Overhead, troughs release boiling water, burning pitch, and even heated sand. What starts as a hiss ends in a scream. Suddenly, a portcullis of iron teeth crashes down like a giant trap, its spiked bars slicing through the toughest armor. No sooner do you think you're clear than deadly arrows and iron spikes rain from machicolations overhead, forming an invisible death circle. Beneath your feet, hidden metal grates bristle with spikes, shattering boot soles and sending invaders sprawling. Then crossbow bolts and slingstones unleash a relentless barrage through narrow wall slits, transforming the chamber into a claustrophobic torture box. Just when you think you've survived, floor panels shift, revealing pits that drop you into the moat below or worse. And if you somehow make it to the second gate, that narrow corridor is an archer's dream, charging volleys so synchronized that retreat becomes unimaginable. Gatehouses combine mechanical traps and psychological warfare into one deadly spectacle. Survival demands equal parts courage and luck. Archers from on high. Climbing those walls is no casual ladder climb, it's a conquering marathon. Waiting at the top are longbow masters, medieval snipers, whose arrows pierce targets over 200 meters away. Arrows whistle unseen, then strike like raindrops of death. Circular watchtowers provide 360-degree sightlines, no shadow hides you. Pitch-coated arrows ignite on impact, starting small fires. Explosive tipped arrows detonate in midair, sowing chaos. Best of all, volley fire, where archers fire in waves, first to open a corridor, next to obliterate it, and finally to crush any hope of forward movement. The battlefield becomes a choreographed nightmare. But the real blow is mental. Each aerostorm whispers, there's no escape. Panic spreads faster than any projectile. Retreat orders echo before the last bolt lands. Moats, stakes, and poisoned water. The ground itself is a trap. Deep, complex moats fed by rainwater channels swallow siege engines and soldier morale alike. Hidden stakes jut upward like giant nails ready to impale the unwary. Some stakes were seasoned with plant-based toxins. When waters receded, attackers faced a deadly bath. Dry moats were no safer. Loose rocks, brambles, and even rotting carcasses lined the bottom, creating stench and peril in one fell swoop. The drawbridge was the final betrayal. Retracted in an instant, it left invaders stranded between wall and moat, a makeshift grave. Life under siege. Inside the walls, survival is the fiercest battle. Supplies dwindle to moldy bread and thin legume broth. Each bite feels like a gamble with your strength. Cistern water tastes of decay, laden with debris and bacteria. Every sip risks disease. As the days drag on, damp, dark dungeons become breeding grounds for plague and typhus. Hollow coughs echo through stone corridors, shredding morale faster than any siege engine. Sleep is stolen by dripping ceilings and the creak of wood. Even a comrade's breath can become a terror in the night. Hunger and exhaustion are the most ruthless foes. A craving for a handful of preserved fruit feels sharper than any sword. Yet defenders deploy dark humor. Drums and chants echo so loud, attackers think reinforcements have arrived. A well-timed joke can break enemy nerves faster than any trap. Secret escape routes and raid tunnels. The castle's greatest weapon? An underground labyrinth of tunnels that don't appear on any map. They echo with dripping water, masking footsteps. Some corridors lead to dry wells, others to hidden sally ports. A single soldier can slip out, strike the enemy camp, then vanish without a trace. Moonlit steps on angled stone stairs leave no sound. Defenders slip past sentries like ghosts. Wrong turns can strand you in dead ends, but right ones lead to sabotage and surprise raids. It's guerrilla warfare beneath the fortress itself. Psychological warfare and endurance. Real victory came through the mind. Black smoke from boiling vats signaled, "We remain." Night fires cast dancing shadows, a haunting concert of light and fear. Drums and cheers roared like a rock festival, shaking attackers' resolve. Then silence, the most dreaded weapon. One crack, one creak, and panic erupted. Defenders even used humor, comic cries and pranks to unnerve besiegers. Laughter, it turned out, was a siege weapon in its own right. If medieval castles' ingenious defenses still captivate you, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Drop your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next deep dive into history's greatest engineering marvel.